Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS. In today's video we will be discussing about hybrid warfare, okay, and then we will see how it is executed, alright. So, this video is brought to you by your faculty Sushma, okay. So, in today's topic, that is what is hybrid warfare and how is it executed, we will be discussing why is it in news. We will be discussing what is India's stance on this news. Then we will be speaking about what exactly is hybrid warfare, and we will be speaking about your non-kinetic warfare, instances of hybrid warfare or events that has led to hybrid warfare, implications of hybrid warfare, and then we will be discussing how is India preparing for non-kinetic warfare, and then the measures which are needed to combat hybrid warfare. Okay. We will also be discussing a possible mains question that can come out of this topic. Alright, let us get started. So, on this particular topic, okay, the question might come something like, look at this, hybrid warfare is a multi-pronged warfare, okay. Thus, to negate it, okay, the response should also be holistic in nature. Understanding? So, they are speaking about the fact that in this question they have said this concept of hybrid warfare involves, okay, multiple dimensions, where the answer also should be in the same form, holistic, okay. What those are, how many dimensions are there, how should a state, okay, or as globally we should deal with that is what the, okay, answer should be about. Now we will see, okay, the answer in different compartments, alright. So, why was it in news? Your Western intelligence agencies accuse Russia of increasingly engaging in hybrid warfare, especially since, okay, your Russia-Ukraine war. Understanding? So, this is the news that brought the topic into limelight. Okay. So, based on the news, I said what is India's stance based on the news, okay, that is this has been happening not just today, it has been happening since, okay, very largely, okay, if we have to trace it back, okay, since when is your hybrid warfare coming into picture, it dates back to 2014. We will see what majoritarily happened in 2014, but before that, okay, largely it was very evident from your Russia, okay, and Ukraine war. Since that your hybrid war has increased very much. So, on that topic of hybrid war, what is India's stance? The Parliamentary Standing Committee, okay, Parliamentary Standing Committee on Defence has prioritized 17 subjects for deliberation with key focus on India's preparedness for counter hybrid warfare, which means we have acknowledged that there is something called as hybrid warfare happening, okay. One of the ways that your India, okay, is trying to take is how to counter this hybrid warfare. Understanding? We will see further down how and all it is done. Presently, what is hybrid warfare? So, in simpler terms, first let us take this example, okay. When we say warfare, okay, traditionally, okay, it means involving arms, ammunitions, okay, physical force, etc. When any country takes the traditionalist approach of using arms, ammunitions, physical force, etc., the international community labels them as the culprit. Understanding? Which will evoke sanctions, okay, not having a good deal with them, not wanting them to be involved in international agreements, which would in turn become detrimental. Even though if they win the war, it becomes detrimental for them. So, what they try to do, okay, the country which wants to destabilize the enemy country or the target country for them, what they try to do is, they try to conduct, okay, operations in the target or enemy country, okay, but without the usage of traditional methods, that is without the usage of arms, ammunition or physical force. They try to conduct operations. Operations how? To destabilize the target country. What is the keyword? Destabilize the target country. How? Propagandas. Okay, you try to attack their cyber security. Okay, you try to attack the morale of the people. Okay, you try to introduce non-state actors. Okay, in length we will be discussing about this, but basically you involve anything apart from this. Okay, so when the international community tries to point out who exactly is doing that, it will not be clearly pinpointing to you, okay, without solid proof, and these things are done so that they don't leave a trail. Understanding? So your hybrid warfare, meaning not using your traditional or conventional methods, okay, to attack the target country, but use anything apart from that. Now your traditional warfare also means your kinetic warfare. Okay, kinetic warfare means physical display of force, physical usage of force, arms, ammunition, etc. are used. When none of those used and still, okay, you try to hurt the target country, that is called your non-kinetic warfare or hybrid warfare. Okay, throughout the country in different periods of time, this hybrid warfare has been utilized. Okay, we will be seeing further down where, when and also, but this has been chosen, okay, on a very large scale post your Russia-Ukraine war. I told you this was once very strongly used, okay, to win, okay, was in your 2014 I mentioned. What was in 2014? 2014 was Russia's annexation of Crimea. Okay, at that point of time they strongly used this hybrid warfare. Understanding? See, what is a hybrid warfare? Espionage, sabotage, cyber attack, election interference, disinformation or propaganda. Okay, what is the target of using this hybrid warfare? Weaken and destabilize the enemy from within. That is, you hurt the target within their country. Understanding? This is hybrid warfare. Understood? One of the ways, one of the tactics that is used in your hybrid warfare is non-kinetic methods. What does it mean? You will use cyber attacks, electronic warfare, psychological operations, information manipulation, economic sanction. You disrupt the enemy's infrastructure, okay, you hit the economy or you hit the morale of the people, okay. Look at this. Now these were all in news, okay, in different instances, which gives a holistic view as to how hybrid warfare is carried out. Look at this. DHL cargo plane crashes into a house, bursts into flames. Okay, the cargo plane belonging to a German logistics company, that is your DHL. Okay, belongs to a German logistics company, crashed into Lithuania. Directly, if they would have attacked, okay, they would have, okay, been targeted as, this person performed an act of violence or aggression, okay, but the act was carried out in such a manner that a cargo plane hit it, okay, but who actually belongs to German logistic company. Meaning an act of aggression is carried out but not in a direct method but through subsidies, through intermediaries, through non-state actors, through controlling of institutions. Understanding? Look at the next one. 2 underwater data cables were damaged in the Baltic Sea. Okay. Your data cables are very important for providing your internet. Yes, which is the very main thing for your connectivity, especially in your 21st century. Yes, but it was done in such a manner that your ships, okay, the anchors were left too long to hit the seabed, and then that destroyed the data cables. Again, how are they portraying it? Everyone knows they are purposely doing it, but how are they portraying it? It was accidental. It was unintended. One of the key features in your hybrid warfare is to make it look like it was unintended, but reach the target. Understanding? Meaning what? Destroy the data cables. Fine. Now look at this. Another thing is messing into the elections or interfering into the elections of the target country. How you try to pick extreme party or its candidates. How? First and foremost main thing is through financing their elections. Okay, because far right candidate takes shock lead in Romanian presidential election, or in news it was dubbed as TikTok star becomes a very important candidate. How exactly? Now one of the reasons that they are portraying is this was interference of Russia. How? Through financing the elections. So which means a country involved into another country's elections. Okay, this is not the first time this has occurred. This happened in the allegations also came up in your 2016 US presidential elections also. There was a case where that Russia involved itself in 2016 US elections. Okay, and this is considered very detrimental for the country, because non-state actors are playing a huge role in this. Another thing is all this concept of your hybrid warfare, like we kept telling, it was on a very high trend, increased, was post your Russia-Ukraine war. Okay, the target areas have been Kiev, Kharkiv, Donetsk region, or 2014 Crimea. Okay, now Mariupol, all these things are Donbas region, all this have been over the past 1 year. The way it has been targeted is hit the prime spots one by one. First it was Kiev, then it went to Kharkiv, then Donetsk region was attacked, then your Donbas region came under influence, and then the same is with your Mariupol region. So basically something that started from 2014 from Crimea is now, look at this. How exactly did they try? Here in these regions, first and foremost, first all of your non-state actors, your non-kinetic warfare was used, to destabilize the target country. For example, one of the main things is your power supply of Ukraine was first hit. Then when they were decapacitated, then the physical force was entered. The first was your non-kinetic warfare. When you destabilize the enemy, or when you destabilize the target, when you have hit the morale of the people, then you introduce the kinetic warfare. This was how your regions of Kiev, Kharkiv, Donetsk, Donbas regions and all under is now your Russian influence. Now when we say the region is under Russian influence, meaning they were directly hit by the Russian influence. Understanding? So what does espionage means? Look at this. European countries have expelled around 500 Russian diplomats since early 2022. Okay. Your British MI5, okay, has claimed that at least 400 of them were your Russian spies. Okay. And your Dutch Secret Service has claimed that Russia is equipping its spies with false papers and smuggling them into Western institutions in the name of business people. So basically, you try to infiltrate the target country by introducing these actors, okay, as for example belonging to someone belonging to diplomats or someone being with respect to your business class. Okay, through that you try to infiltrate and keep your people posted, okay, in key positions in the opposing country. Understanding? This is espionage. Understanding? Next, sabotage. Okay, we discussed how the data cables were destroyed in Baltic Sea. One of the ways was, okay, a Chinese freighter which was captained by Russia, okay, where the anchor was dragging down the seabed. Now it looks like it was unintentional. Again, the key word is it has to look unintentional, okay, but achieve the target. What is the target? Hit the targeted country ka asset. That was accomplished. Yes. See, and your London warehouse, okay, where all the aid for your Ukraine and all was stored up, okay, to support, that was the place where an arson attack was launched. Understanding? So, all these are the ways of sabotaging. One of the methods, okay, which is employed in your hybrid warfare or non-kinetic warfare. The next is your cyber attacks. Okay, cyber attacks has been very active post your Russia-Ukraine war, or German's federal officer for information security has claimed that the risk of malicious cyberspace activity is higher than ever, and this has been on very high trend post your 2022. Okay, and also, okay, the claim is that the Russian, okay, spyware has been in such a manner that they target banking institutions and they create, okay, a false propaganda, both of which affects the target country and destabilizes the target country from within. Okay, so much so that first they enter, okay, an entity, your spyware enters an entity, causes it to overload, okay, crush it, crash it, and then leave it. Okay, it's almost like your hack and leak. We will see more of this in your okay, false propaganda. Okay, disinformation or, okay, propaganda. One of the things largely they use here is your hack and leak, meaning what? Destabilize the country from within, first is their target. Destabilize from within. And second most important thing they try to do with this disinformation and propaganda is change the people's opinion. Through false lies and fabrications. For example, create a pro-Russia attitude, anti-Ukraine attitude. Okay, this you try to create. Okay, you influence the public opinion, or you sway the public opinion to, okay, interest you or to reach your interest. Understanding? This is the work of disinformation or false propaganda. Now, this was one of the activities that the Russia, okay, is allegedly to be used in your 2016 US elections. Understanding? Another thing is your election interference. See, one of the largest things that was uncovered and used was your Voice of Europe. Okay, this was said to be something coming from, again, everything here we say is alleged. Why? Which means something you cannot base it out and tell, yes, these people are the ones who did that. It is alleged Russia did that. Okay, why? Because first and foremost, enough proof is not there. Okay, or even if it has been uncovered, the secret officials have kept it that way. Okay, so as to not escalate the situations. So one of the things which was heavily, okay, hindering your election process was your Voice of Europe, which was said to be, okay, a pro-Russian outfit. Okay, what is the election interference? For example, undermine the public support for Ukraine. Okay, and you destabilize a democratic country by strengthening the extreme factions in the country, or supporting the candidates who belong to the extreme faction. Again, how? By financing. We have seen the news before itself. Yes, the far right one who won. Yes, and one more thing is, again, same thing, hack and leak attack. You try to utilize all the things, okay, about the opposing person. Okay, you try to sway the public opinion, okay, and achieve your interest. The next is through targeted killings. Again, here when we say targeted killings, you will see a lot of examples, okay, where so and so person was, okay, eliminated by this particular person. Yes, so assassination of influential figures is one of the key things, okay, where your hybrid warfare functions, which means there is a news article that claims that majority of opposing factors to the Russia, okay, or Russian government or Russian leaders were all killed, okay, and by this kill they mean assassinated. And where were they assassinated? Majority of them were on British soil. Okay, this is what the news reports claim. Again, all of this is your alleged news. Why? Because that is the whole concept of your hybrid warfare. You cannot directly pinpoint anyone that this person did it, even though you know it, because of lack of proof. Okay, when I mean this, further down I'll explain how lack of proof means. Now, we will see the instances of hybrid warfare throughout the world, okay, in different periods of time, not just your Russia-Ukraine war. We have also observed the usage of hybrid warfare in your Russia-Ukraine conflict, like we discussed. Israel-Hamas war, where both of them have been trying to use it on each other, trying to make sure the communication of the opposite party is disturbed. Yes. US election interference in 2016, that is what we kept speaking about. Chinese cyber attacks on your USA. Okay, pager blasts in Lebanon, recently would have heard those, okay, trying to disrupt the communication signals, try to disrupt the, okay, safe secure channels, etc. Okay, in a way you also, okay, instill a fear that you have been infiltrated, okay, there are people amongst your people, so you create a sense of fear. Understanding? Now, what are the implications of hybrid warfare? First and foremost, it is a multi-domain, which means a lot of features are involved, state actors, non-state actors, okay, like we saw with respect to the cargo crash, okay, your seabed destroying, your seabed anchor destroying the data cables, okay. Similarly, one common slogan for your hybrid warfare is maximum impact, minimum effort, okay. They destabilize the democracy from within and deploying of non-state actors. What do they mean by this? For example, look at this picture. This is called as little green men. Okay. This is a strategy. Again, all of this we say is now again on the aspect of your alleged only. This little green men concept was very largely introduced in your 2014, okay, Russia annexation of Crimea, okay. So, what was observed in Crimea before a full frontal attack was men completely armed were wearing masks, and the uniforms which they wore, okay, were green uniforms which did not portray as if they belong to a military uniform of any particular country. Meaning here it did not portray that they were Russian people, because they were not wearing Russian uniforms but just green outfit, and they were constantly wearing masks. Okay, but the way it was done was, it was found that it was pro-Russian. Still it is alleged only, you can't prove anything here. They were not wearing any uniforms of any particular country. That is, so when the international, okay, organizations try to comment, Russia could now claim that it had no involvement of it. Yes, and Russia still claims no involvement of it, of the little green men in Crimea. But it was found out that it was pro-Russian. Okay, they set the battleground ready for full frontal attack or annexation of Crimea by Russia. Understood? So, this is one of the prime aspect or the live examples that we see with respect to your kinetic warfare or hybrid warfare. Okay, the live example we have of your hybrid warfare was seen in the Crimea annexation through your little green men. Understanding? How is India preparing for this kind of non-kinetic warfare? Now, threats can come from anywhere, yes. First and foremost, India is prioritizing its readiness for non-kinetic warfare. Okay, how? Through parliamentary reviews, cyber security measure, and modernization of defense capabilities. Understanding? Next, how can we combat, okay, your hybrid warfare? First and foremost, you adopt multinational framework, because your hybrid warfare is multi-domain, which means it involves not just institutions but institutional frameworks which is spreading across the country. Same way, to beat something of that kind of, we have to also include a multinational framework. Okay, train citizens, okay, use them as think tanks. Okay, and also you will change the aspect, or you will train your army to see the stresses in this kind of scenarios. Understanding? Another thing is take down institutional measures, for example, your parliamentary approvals, like how India is taking, strengthening of the institutions. Okay, another thing is training of armed forces for this kind of scenarios. Okay, you train them for scenarios, how to handle your hybrid warfare or non-kinetic warfare. One of the common things, for example, even in presently also deployed in your Israel-Hamas war is large scale usage of guerrilla warfare. Okay, so you train the army in these kind of things. Okay, another thing is strengthening of democratic institutions, like we discussed. Another thing is investing in journalism to raise media literacy. One more thing is, one of the key things that feeds the fodder is your media. Okay, so that also should be holistically looked into to make sure that false news propagandas are not spread and this doesn't become a medium to spread that. Okay, understanding? Okay, we've reached the end of topic. Okay, if you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.